Hello, Exotical Barbies. I I think this whole thing of we need to go back to the past, or the past was beautiful at this time and whatnot, and things like that, or women need to start doing this. You need to educate yourself, because a lot of things in the past, especially when you want to go back in that time, that many women had to do. And like basically that's all I'm hearing. Is not all that glamour was supposed what it is. Let's get started. Now, before I get started, please subscribe, because all you know is only 11% of you guys only subscribe versus the rest of the others. So please like and follow for some more. Now let's get started. So I noticed that how many people, specifically men and uneducated women, that uneducated men as well, I'm sorry, I mean to say people, uneducated people, how they glamorize the whole thing of like, oh yeah, I would love to go back to that time when women was cooking, when they was doing housewife working, women need to be in the home more to watch the kids. And my thing is this: a lot of women in the past were not happy. They were not happy. In fact, start off strong. Number one, a lot of them was on meds to make them happy, if you can read between the lines. It started with a Q. I can't pronounce it, but like, yeah, a lot of them was on it. Actually, one old lady said that how she used to take it like every single time, like like she used to take it like every hourly, which is pretty crazy. Please don't be like, oh, this is impossible. No, please be quiet, because I don't know. This is what she said, but it was so normalized. And a lot of these what's it called? There's a lot of magazines also too. Try to start off strong. A lot of those magazines taught women to how put on makeup in case they get bruised in the face or in the body. Read between the lines by their husbands, which is disgusting and scary and sad. That was normalized. And many of these people that want to go back in time, especially these ignorant women, that say they want to go back at this time because it would be nice. Like, no. Now, when I say go back in this time, listen, if you like the fashion, if you like the vintage and whatnot, I'm not criticizing you for that, because I also love vintage. I love styling from like the 80s, 90s, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to criticize you, because hey, I get it. I love styles from different times, from different cultures and everything. But I don't like when people try to romanticize things that should not be romanticized. Also, too, they had magazines of what's it called? How to put up with your man cheating on you. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure no one likes to be cheated on. So why would you want to go back to the time where they had magazines of like, oh, it's okay, like a man being a man, or they try to critique you, because that's also what they did at the time. Of like, oh, you need to, and they still do it now. They still do it now, by the way, where they'd be like, oh, well, you need to what's it called? Do your man better. You need to it probably be cooked and clean. Probably you get up your goods and whatnot, which is disgusting. That is very disgusting, and that's very saddening. A lot of women, and I think what disgusts me and makes me sad the most, is that many people don't. The reason I know all this stuff is because I worked and I listened to a lot of victims that came out of my the cult. I was saying, because my cult started it was established for years. So I heard a lot of older women that left, or the old women that sadly passed away while they was in it, that how they had to tolerate all this stuff. They had to it's really really sad. So a lot of the things I'm telling you is either because A, I did my research, and B, because I actually listen and hear them. And what gets me upset is that many people don't listen to victims. They don't. And it said that they glamorize what they went through, which is disgusting. They do it all the time, you know. Or they try to, and they still do it now. Of like, they don't listen to, you know what I'm saying? It just disgusts me. It really really does. Also too, another thing is that and I just learned it this year actually, because I didn't even think about it, and that makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm gonna give you a little story time, and then we're gonna go back into it. So I was taught when I was younger that that women should learn how to garden. You know, have all these color gardenings. If you're a woman, I think you know where I'm going with the story. So I remember this old lady. She was like, "Oh, you need to learn how to garden. It's nice. It's refreshing." And she said, "It may save your life one day." I was like, "Oh no, I don't like gardening. I just want to be a princess." I don't know. I was just a kid. And she's like, "Well, let me know one day, because you may need it." You know, she kept telling me that. Come to find out. And this makes a whole lot of sense. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. Anyways, a lot of men's lives back at that time is not what's I call it? Lifespan was short compared to now, especially with the whole feminist movement. Ever since the feminist movement, their lifespan have actually gotten longer. But before then, it was actually shortened because women using their gardening tools, you know, the bright flowers, to use it to off their husbands, if you read between the lines. Or sometimes I did not know this was so normalized. It was so normalized, but it was like, how should I say, it was kept hush hush. It was kept hush hush, but it was normalized. Where I was taught, I can't believe these women was telling me this. They was telling me this, but they told me read between the lines, low key. How they'd be like, "Oh, you need to learn how to make grits. If you know, you know. If you know, you know." When you put like olive oil, juice, and stuff, I'm not going to go into details because I do not want you guys to get ideas on that. But I'm here to say is that many men's lives was shortened. Okay. Because many women, they felt endangered, and plus two, they felt, how should I say it, they couldn't handle it. And sometimes they don't even do it, their husbands sometimes say themselves read between lines. I'm making that noise because I'm telling you read between lines, okay, which is really really sad. Also too, a lot of women didn't get a higher education. You know, some of them was child brides. You know, a lot of people don't talk about that. That happens a lot. Or a big age gap. Like I remember this one guy say, "Oh yeah, I knew I want this girl to be my wife when I saw her on a school bus when she was 7 years old when I was 34. That is nasty. That is disgusting. And it's so normalized. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, them abusing religion. What's I call it? Them abusing religion to make their wives do what they want them to do. Manipulate. Yeah, they manipulate scriptures to make their wives do things, which I witnessed, and it was terrifying. It was disgusting. It's scary. And yeah, I am really, really disgusted because I witnessed this, guys. I witnessed these things. Well, some of these things. Where they'd be like, "Oh, well, you need to do this for me because it says here and this." Guys, I can't get scripture, guys, because, you know. But, what's it call it? They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, you need to do this because this says that, that means," or sometimes I even seen guys use it to force women upon their consent. Read between lines, which is really, really sad and disgusting. But yeah, a lot of these stuff happen in what people like to say the nice era, where they want to go back to. And it was horrific, especially for women. I hear guys talk about it, and mostly talk about it like how it's going to benefit them. And then on top of that, they want you to work 9 to 5. So imagine putting up all what I just said, working, cooking and cleaning, hours on end, washing dishes. And then you have to stay at a healthy weight because it's going to be your fault if your man don't find you attractive. And then you have to learn how to do your makeup like this. And then you got to learn how to, it's just too much. It's too much. Anyways, let me know. Have you ever, heard women's stories? Your grandmother, your aunt stories about how they survived those times? Have you witnesses? Let me know about how you feel or what you saw while growing up about these stories. And subscribe and follow us for some more. Bye, Exotical Barbies.